Hi, welcome to this special interview with Marketing Brew. My name is Alyssa Meyers. I'm a senior reporter here, and I am joined by
Kevin DeCristoforo.
Hey, Kevin. Thanks for doing this.
Of course.
Tell us a little bit, first of all, about you and the kinds of content that you create.
So about a year ago, I started creating content, and my friend told me to start doing it. I just started posting videos just about myself, and then slowly started figuring out my way. And now I've started diving into soccer content within the past few months, and saw a lot of success with it. And ever since then, I just started sticking with it, honestly. And especially with the World Cup, I just want to keep leveraging that and keep growing, hopefully.
Love it. How'd you get into soccer? Are you a fan? Are you a player?
Yeah, so I've been playing for a decent amount of time. It's always been a part of who I am, and my friend who actually told me to start creating content, he told me to start posting soccer content because growing up I've always been known as like the soccer kid, you know. Once I saw the success with it, how people relate to my story as well, I just like, let me just continue to do it. Why not? And it's something I love, I enjoy. I've always loved growing up, and so why not do it as a 21-year-old college student still.
Amazing job. What kind of stuff really performs well for you with the soccer content? Is it like videos of you playing? Is it watching, recaps, advice? What kind of stuff?
So I wasn't always the best player. So like I kind of just want to make my content relatable. And whether through it's my story or just being funny and trying to show my humor and personality online. Because I think I see these other creators online that did soccer content growing up. They always show their personality very well, so I just want to be able to be transparent with my audience. Just like show my personality, be natural, or like authentic on camera as well. Yeah.
I love that. The videos that's like, right, the ones of like, it's a soccer player,
yeah.
You know what position they play because of XYZ.
Yeah, no, I can't give advice. I didn't make it to the pros. I didn't make it Division 1. So I'm just like, why not just be funny about it,
I love that. Relatable. Me neither. I've played my whole life as well, but my current top status is in the NYC Footy Rec League. So, yeah, that's all I've got.
You see with soccer, too. Everyone plays it, So I'm like, it's just a huge community to tap into. So I was just like, why not do it as well?
That's such a good point that it's a sport that's very accessible, right? A lot of people play, probably a lot of people who watch your videos have played themselves to some extent. Do you think about that when you're creating content and sort of shape your content with this idea that this is probably people who are not just fans of soccer, but maybe people who have kicked around at least a little bit?
Yeah, of course. And I think especially within this past year, there's other creators that are just on different levels that have tapped into soccer and have gathered a worldwide community.
I want to shift to some World Cup stuff a little bit, because you mentioned, right, like really starting to blow up and create stuff this year and months leading up to the World Cup. Have you seen interest, do you think, like in your content tied to the fact that people are getting excited about the World Cup?
I see the views just slowly getting like more and more and more. So I think the World Cup hype is just building and compounding. Everyone in the U.S. has his eyes on it, and no matter what sport you play, what sport you watch, I think everyone's going to be watching it because especially New York, too. Oh, my gosh, so many different communities and backgrounds and cultures. No matter where you're from, I think everyone's just going to be watching it. So
it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it.
How do you work World Cup into your content? Is it talking about specific players or, how do you like naturally bring it up?
So there's like different series I'm doing, I guess you can say. There's certain like the funny, relatable stuff. Yeah. I do it based on like different categories of soccer, for example, like the team you support or like the players that your favorite player, even the number you wore growing up. Like, it's like very specific, But with the World Cup, I think there's just so many different like niches now you can go into. I see all these different small businesses getting into like promoting their World Cup, like even just restaurants, like or just the hospitality space as well, like just recording your World Cup experience through your lens is going to be big. So I haven't really gone specifically into just the World Cup. I just want to talk about soccer as a whole, almost,
Got it. Yeah, it makes sense, and it's obviously super related. You mentioned sort of like small businesses, even obviously bigger brands getting into soccer, World Cup marketing, that sort of thing. Have you had brand deals come in interested in working with you from maybe some of these soccer sponsors?
Yeah, it's definitely picked up a lot more, especially with these past few months as well. But it's like all over the place. These brands that you wouldn't even expect wanting to collaborate with a small soccer creator like me. It opens the doors for me, and it's just endless of opportunities. I think just for any soccer creator or any creator out there as a whole, you just never know what brand will want to partner with you.
Does one come to mind, like a brand deal that you've done, content you've created with a brand that you really enjoyed?
Dove Medicare.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one. And then I think my favorite one is gonna be Ray-Ban Meta.
Ooh, that is so cool.
Which was like cool because I get the glasses as well, you know, and get to just show my POV in a natural way, I guess.
I wonder too how you're thinking about going forward. You know, we're gonna have the World Cup, all this hype. I'm sure your follower count and brand deals will keep growing through that. Do you think about afterwards, you know, the fandom around soccer, how you're gonna sort of keep this going? Do you think people are still gonna be interested?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, no matter what, soccer is just like it's a huge sport. I mean, there was the last World Cup, there was 3 or 4 billion viewers or something. Yeah. Literally half of the world population was watching that one game. So I think no matter what, it's just such a huge community to tap into. But for after the World Cup, I even think that, like I said, Americans, like most people don't watch soccer. Yeah. So I think even after watching the World Cup or really feeling the World Cup experience and culture, that people will start liking soccer a lot more. And I think I will still carry it on afterwards. But maybe more of like a lifestyle / soccer content, I would say.
I like that. Yeah. Do you think that in this whole ecosystem, I feel like we're talking about soccer up to FIFA teams, MLS, brand sponsors, creators are a big part of that, right? Yeah. People who post online, like that's how you drive fandom to a certain extent. Yeah. How do you see your role and other sort of soccer creators like you in developing fandom in the U.S.?
I think like it's just that community engagement. Like I think as a viewer, you trust people you see on a frequent basis, you know. And if you're a familiar face, keep popping up on someone's feed, you build trust in a certain way, and like that community just builds, especially through engagement. I think that's just the new way of advertising too, is, you know. And if you're able to build that connection with someone from the screen, you know, people are gonna wanna buy the product that's, you know, your favorite creators using or they're recommending, and I think that's just the new way of advertising as well.
Oh, well said. And I think a perfect transition to the last thing I want to ask you, which is kind of a shoot your shot about brand deals. If there's like a company or a type of company that you would love to work with or you'd love to even just see more of in soccer.
Ooh, a dream brand. I would say Adidas.
Ooh, really?
I would love to do Adidas. I wear their shoes all the time. I wear the Sambas all the time. I think I put about 500,000 steps in those shoes. So I think... they have rips in them, they have tears in them. I play soccer in them. That's like the one brand I would love to team up with. And I see a bunch of people wearing Sambas too, and it's Adidas jerseys. It's just that would be a dream, honestly.
Oh, they're such a soccer brand. I feel like I'm normally a Nike girl in running and everything, but my cleats have always been Adidas.
Yeah, I don't know. It just has that classic feel to them too. Even like the clothes that they're starting to put out there for soccer specifically with the World Cup is just it aligns perfectly with what I would want my dream brand to be, you know.
They do good content too. Did you see their ad like this week, I think, with Timothy Chalamet?
Yeah.
Wow, Statcast Trinity Rodman, love her.
I reposted it. I was like, wow, that's just like, it felt like a movie, honestly.
Maybe that'll be you one day.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed, honestly.
Well, I think I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for answering all my questions.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.